Chris raises.
He puts out 3 plaques, 30,000.
Now, Claude Cohen's got an ace, deuce of spades, and he's going to chuck it quickly. That's kind of interesting.
Now, here's Jacques. Now, he's only got a 5-4 here.
He's got a 5-4 spade, a suited connector. This is kind of interesting.
What's he thinking about here, Vince?
I don't know. Maybe he's just a little hot, and he's going to get involved here.
Well, he has about 120,000 left. It's going to cost him 30,000 to call this bet. I mean, it's one thing when you're moving first with a 5-4, but when you're calling, he moves all in. He has moved all in with a 5 and a 4. Unbelievable. And look at this. Chris beats him in the pot. Jacques knows right now he got his hand caught in the cookie jar. No doubt about it. He doesn't know what his opponent has, but he knows it's going to be a lot better than a 5 and a 4. Well, you can hear a pin drop in the salon next door, but they don't know what anybody has yet. They're really going to gasp when they see Jacques turn up his cards. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with our final 4 to see who wins this coveted title of European Poker Champion.
Absolutely quiet outside. I tell you something, the whole city of Paris at this point is on the edge, quieted down. This is a big move by the Frenchman. I don't know whether this is a tilt factor or what. He's playing this very aggressively.
And if he doesn't get very lucky here, Jacques is going to be our 4th place finisher.
Oh, you can tell there's going to be a lot of groaning in the outside room, but you never know. This is no limit. Texas Hold'em, anything can happen on the flop. 4th Street and the river.
Look, Jacques picks his cards up. He's walking around. He's going to show him. Chris is going to love when he sees this hand, believe me. It's 2 8s against a 5-4. Chris is a big favorite to win this pot and knock out the Frenchman.
2 8.
Chris shows the pair of 8s.
When you lucky.
2 red 8s.
This could be catastrophe for the Frenchman here. And the people in the salon are holding their breath right now because they know Jacques is in serious, serious trouble.
Everybody's up on their feet here at the aviation room. Here we go with the flop.
Whoa! Come on, Jacques has flopped a flush draw here.
He's got 4 to the flush, Mike.
He catches a spade. He's going to win this pot. Now he's got an open end straight. So he has a lot a cards to win this pot with. A 3, an 8, or a spade, and Jacques will double up. Otherwise, he'll be our 4th place finisher. He has some draws to win this pot, Vince.
A lot of outs. Can he get lucky?
Look at Chris. Even Chris is smiling with the outs that he has. It's a deuce. He does not do it. And Chris breaks into a smile.
Jacques will finish.
Jacques, it's over for Jacques.
Jacques takes everyone's hand. Very much the gentleman here at the finale, whispering to his Frenchman, giving him good luck.
Jacques Durand walking away, walking outside. He can join Tony G on the streets of the Champs-Élysées.
Look, they're all showing their appreciation. The French guys love it when guys move in with no hands there like he did. They're very sad to see him go, but they admire his effort.
We're down to 3 players, Mike. This is getting very exciting.
Now, Mike, we've been here for about a week now, and I'm just loving it. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, the pastries, the Champs-Élysées, all this stuff, but the language is getting to me. I mean, I don't know how to talk it. Les jeux, les tables, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I hear you, Vince, but lucky for you, Sean has got the answers.
Do you want to impress your friends and add some sophistication into your Friday night poker game? Listen up and repeat after me in this WPT Poker Corner. Next time it's your deal. Insist on French only. First, you start with the dealer.
Le dealer.
Le dealer. Okay, that's easy. How about some cards?
Les cartes.
Des cartes. All right, we're speaking French. Now we need some chips.
Des jetons.
Jetons. Jeton, jeton, jeton. If they would have taught us this way in school, we might have paid attention. In Texas Hold'em, each player receives a hand of 2 cards.
La main.
The value of these starting cards can range from the nuts
Max.
to
Fromage.
In France, fromage is a separate course at dinner. In poker, fromage is just cheese. So, next Friday night, wish your friends bonne chance, grab
Des cartes.
and
Des jetons.
and shuffle up and deal.
Shuffle up and deal.
Class dismissed.
Remember, all 3 of these guys have been on the low stack at one point or another today. Yet they're all still here, vying for the title.
Now look at this. Claude Cohen has a Jack King. And he's going to raise this pot.
King Jack of spade. Nice hand on the button. And look at Allen. Allen's picked up ace 10 in the small blind. Normally a good hand, three-handed. Allen opts to fold it, wait for a better spot.
All right, Chris Hansen has Queen Jack. So he's got a little bit of a decision here, too.
Now, Claude has come in the pot for $48,000. This means it's going to cost Chris another $34,000 to call if he opts to do so.
Now, Chris has put his chip on his
chips. Look at Claude. Look how Claude is staring him down. I think Claude reads this guy very, very well. He's looking at him right now to see what he does.
Absolutely. Claude likes to study the players, but this time he's being studied a little bit. But Claude darting his eyes over to Chris to see what he's up to. And you know what? Chris is going to call
He's calling. He's got the chips. He's going to gamble some. It's Queen Jack for Chris, King Jack of spade for Claude. Let's see what the flop brings us.
A king on the flop. That's going to help Claude.
King 7 deuce. Chris checks. And look at Claude. Looks like he's baking bread there. He pushed it all in.
Well, I'll tell you something. That's a beautiful move. I mean, he's definitely celebrating his poker mastery. And he's got Chris to throw away his hand.
He's pushing it all in the oven there. It looked like he was baking the bread.
No call.
That's all you got to do.
Claude wins the pot.
Well, there's no way Chris could call. He didn't have anything. He had queen high. So he opted to lay it down, and Claude picks up another pot. Okay, the action is on Alan Cunningham, and he's picked up a Jack 9 offsuit.
Okay, Jack 9, not particularly good, but you know what? Three-handed. Looks like he not only wants to play, he looks like he's going to raise it. He's stacking it up.
Well, he's in the favorable position again, Vince, of being on the button, as we say. That's the last person to act after the flop. And he raises it $40,000. He comes in for $54,000.
Okay, he's moving it in. Now, Chris Johansson has 8 king of hearts. Not a bad hand. He's got a decision to make here.
Allen has made it $54,000 to go.
Now, behind him, you got Claude Cohen with just a 9-8. But he's still involved in the pot. You never know what he's going to do. Let's see what Chris does right now. King 8 of heart, what would you do? He's going to throw it away.
These players are very well aware. Look at this. Claude goes all in without even thinking. He moves all in now. He doesn't have to put your chips in the pot. Notice all you have to do is indicate, say you're all in, or push toward the center with your hand, make a motion.
Absolutely. Claude pushes all in. He does that dramatic European poker move with his hands, and he takes this pot with a 9-8 offsuit.
Look, and then he shows it here, Ben.
Sure, he's going to rub a little salt in the eyes of Allen.
Now, Allen even cracks a smile over that. He knows he was outplayed there. I don't think it's going to bother Allen. He's a cool cucumber.
Well, look, he's got a smile.
You know, he'll respect a player for making a move like that.
Well, Mike, we're down to 3 players here on the World Poker Tour. Stay tuned, and we will be right back from Paris, France.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. The Euro Finals of Poker is now a 3-way battle between the impassive Frenchman Claude Cohen, the solid Swede Christer Johansson, and the 25-year-old Californian Alan Cunningham. Which one will be named King of France?
Button has moved to Chris. Le bouton est passé chez Chris.
Chris is going to pick up a 6-5 offsuit, Chris Johansson. And he's not going to play it, obviously. Claude Cohen has King 9 offsuit.
He calls. He says he calls.
He's going to call.
Now, Allen has an interesting hand, a 7-8 of hearts. He knocks the table. We're going to have a flop between Claude and Allen. The flop comes 9-6 deuce.
Now, that's very interesting.
This gives Claude the top pair and gives Allen an open-end straight.
Open 8. He has 4 to the straight. This could be a monster if he hits the 5th one. Look at this.
Claude Cohen has gone all in.
He's going all in again.
He's gone tappy.
I mean, he's got top pair. He's got the pair of 9s.
No, Allen has a draw. Now, normally you don't want to put all your money in on a draw, especially just to an open-end straight.
Now, this is very... But he's, you know, he's French. He's very dramatic.
Now, what's interesting is, remember last time when Claude went all in, he had nothing. This time he has the top pair, so...
Yes, he does.
You know...
Alan folds.
Alan's going to go out with the open-ended straight draw, Mike.
Alan folds the open-ended straight draw. Claude picks up another pot.
Another pot.
Oh, what a bet. He bet $220,000 there, Vince. With the top pair. The French guys love to go all in a lot. That's their favorite play.
For Claude Cohen, the Aviation Club has already been lucky.
I met my wife here in the aviation. It was a dream. It was absolutely a dream.
But what of the adage, lucky in love, unlucky at cards?
You need a lot of luck to win this sort of tournament, you know. A poker player is a gambler. Like you must gamble anywhere when you play, but with many, many levels. Every day you learn something in poker. The guy will say, I stop running, he must stop to play.
Here in the most romantic city in the world, France's top player has words of wisdom that apply equally to poker and to love.
You must gamble.
Action is on Alan Cunningham. He folds.
Alan folds. Pass to Alan.
And look at this. Chris Johansson's picked up a big hand. He has king, queen of clubs. What's he going to do with it, Mike?
He
Chris
just called.
The big blind.
That pretty much surprises me there. Most guys would raise in the blind with that.
Well, he's trying to trap, obviously, he's trying to trap Claude into a raise so that he can re-raise him back. Is Claude going to bite?
Check, Claude.
No, he's not.
Okay, we're going to have a flop. And it comes king, queen, seven.
Oh, man.
A
King,
big
queen,
flop right there for
seven,
Chris.
2 hearts.
Huge for Chris. He's got two pair, but Claude has a pair of queens. It's a legitimate
Chris
hand.
bets
And he's going to
30,000.
call it.
Now he's bet 3 plaques. That's
calls.
30,000.
Mise
Claude
de 30
called.
000 chez Chris. Claude suit.
Here comes the turn card,
Claude.
4th
Turn
Street.
card, la
Now the
quatrième
9 of
carte.
clubs comes off. It's a mild scare card for
Nine.
Chris because it
Nine
could
of
give
club. Neuf
Claude a
de
straight
club.
if he had a jack and a 10, but you have to bet with kings and queens here and a flush possibility out there.
Chris bets 80,000.
And he does so. He bets
Mise de
80,000.
80 000 chez Chris.
And now Claude's got to review this hand. He knows it wasn't raised before the flop. Chris let out and bet on the flop, and he's let out and bet again on 4th Street after Claude called him.
Now, don't forget, Chris was playing it slow before the flop. He had a king, queen of club, a very strong hand. He was trying to sandbag a little bit. He's caught the 2 pair in this game. Anything can happen. It's all about mixing up your opponent. So
Well,
Claude's got a little figuring to do here.
Well, he's reviewing the betting process right now. He's thinking about what's happened. He thought his opponent might maybe have a heart draw. When he comes out and bets again on 4.